crazy and scary and Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hi, everyone.
I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. So a moment now to see the story for Luke Kennard.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's Shepherd in at the point. And for the Lakers, they've got DeAndre Ayton. Rui Hachimura is out there with James. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Smart in at the 2. Clark heading into the postseason. Some teams have bet it all on star power, while others have bet on chemistry.
Hey, I think continuity and chemistry are really the most important components to winning the championship because every team in the league has talent. Some have more talent or more superstar talent, but you've got to have a chemistry, a continuity, a connectedness that helps you work through the tough spots in the season and certainly in the playoffs.
And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena, up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of. This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Kennard. The rebound by Shepherd. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's Durant. And he converts the layup.
And you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
James passes to Hachimura. The Lakers with another miss.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
And Clark, for all the excitement around acquiring Luka Doncic, now the Lakers hoping to get him back to the NBA Finals.
Yep, his youth sets them up for the future, B.A., but with LeBron James in the fold, they still want to try to win now.
The shot by James, no good.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
They get it back. Another shot. Thompson, that's good.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Let's see those hands move. The next dancer. Look, go, move.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
One of the most remarkable things in sport, LeBron still throwing it down at this age. One of the best athletes we've seen in any sport.
Here's Shepherd. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. For 3, Durant. Rebound by the Lakers. This game following their win against the Rockets.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one, and that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
Yeah, smart pass by Aiden, cycling that ball out for the triple.
Lets it go from 11, and another basket for Houston.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender. Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. B.A.?
He's earned it. Allie, thank you. Now, here is James. Coming off a terrific game against Houston.
Never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
Here's Shepherd. Tipped away. And he's all alone.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here we go. Thompson with it.
Oh, wow.
Get out of the way.
With authority. That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Lakers trail by 9. James outside. And slam dunk by James.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
A minute 37 left to play in the first. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
They really scrapped out a win last time. Foul trouble on the other side helped them immensely.
You know, whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
Some changes for Los Angeles. LaRavia is checked in for Smart, and it's Smith in for Kennard. To the paint. Outside Holiday. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, the Lakers. LaRavia outside. Smith outside. The 3 is up. Eason pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 7. Here's Holiday. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. He takes it in.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter here. Inside, here's Okogie. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
you know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Houston has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Holiday, and Ayton pulls it down. Lakers trail by 11. James inside. He's marked by Finney-Smith. The shot by James, no good. 3 seconds left. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Houston closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. James is out there with Jake LaRavia. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Dalton Connect. And it's Kleber in at the power forward position. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Kleber. Now Hayes. Pass to LaRavia. Shot clock at 5. Out to James. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. James has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And Bronny with an effective play off the ball. He stayed ready, got his feet set, and made the defense pay. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Going with a whole new group out there. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for the last handful of seasons for LeBron James.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
Here's Okogie, pass to Şengün. It's stolen by Smart. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
And the first one at the line is good.
Now, over 2 decades playing in the league, LeBron James continues to play at an amazing level. Remarkable.
Both free throws good from James. The Rockets lead by 6. Puts it up. That's good from Eason on the assist from Holiday.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Eason. Smart against Eason. Eason with a steal. Pass to Okogie for three. And Ayton pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
It's now time for our T-shirt giveaway. Let's hear you get loud. You know what time it is? T-shirt time. All right, fans, if you want a free T-shirt, get out and get loud. Get on your feet, make some noise. It's T-shirt time.
Durant, he's checked in for Houston. Amen Thompson comes in for Holiday.
Kevin Durant.
And let's look at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs approach. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've been grinding out enough wins to place 4th in the conference right now. And of course, Houston, just barely behind them, only 1 spot down.
I think for Houston, they've established themselves as a legit team this year. But you can tell they want to get higher up in the standings if possible, and specifically securing home court advantage for the first round. They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
In his comfort zone, finding an opening and exploding to the rim.
Houston leading by 8. Thompson outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
You're sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
Durant with it. 6 points for him. From deep. Hachimura with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Back over to you.
A rare opportunity. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Eason can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 6. Hachimura finds James. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
Now here's Durant. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game. Thompson scanning the floor. Houston with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Ayton passes to Kennard. 3-pointer, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Down low. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Durant always ready to throw it down. You can't let him get close to the rack.
Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Houston making some changes. Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Sengun. Smith comes in for Finney Smith. And it's Shepard in for Eason. Lakers trail by 6. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Thompson with it, guarded now by Smart. To the inside, here's Smith. Hachimura with the defensive effort.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Thompson against Smart. Out to James. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Houston leading by 6. Durant inside. James is there. Durant's shot is off. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers with the drive. Smith with the rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And he's going for the lob. And it's Capella with the jam.
6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
Pulls up. And the basket by Hachimura.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Kennard for 3. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Houston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding defensively. Obviously, it is big against this team.
Great start. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings. So what do if you're one of those teams down there on the bottom bunk?
First of all, Ernie, you never want to be on the bottom bunk. You know why? Because the guy climbs down and he steps on your arm and he's going. You've never been to summer camp, have you?
Yeah, as long as the bed made out of solid steel, you're all good down there.
No thanks. I'm sorry. I'll pass.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Houston Rockets.
They're passing.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. So it's Los Angeles now, trailing by 8. Kicking off the second half. Here's Ime Udoka's 5. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. And it's Shepherd in at the point guard position. Well, Houston's shooting 52% from the floor so far. Şengün with it, guarded now by Smart. Inside, here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
The Lakers shooting 46%, a decent average so far. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's James after Houston's three-pointer on the other end, and it's Smart missing.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer 3 so badly.
And it's Shepherd missing. Lakers trail by 11. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yes, Smith has some bunnies on him. Gets off the floor fast to slam it down.
For Houston, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Durant for 3, and Houston another 3.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Changes for Los Angeles. James comes in for Smart, and it's Kennard in for Smith. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. And there's James from the arc. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
James inside, covered by Smith. And James gets it to go.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Now here's Şengün. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now here's Thompson. And Şengün throw it down.
How about the bounceability of Şengün, getting himself way up there.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's an 18-point game. Good.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
James brings the double team. Smith with it, picked up by James. Houston working the ball around. There's the triple. Hachimura with a rebound. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Here's James. Ooh, LeBron, strong like bull.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
From behind the arc. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Thompson.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Now here's Ayton. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. For three, Durant. The Lakers with a rebound. You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man, Clark.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Şengün.
Here's Shepherd. Pass to Durant. Fires from deep. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
1:10 left in the third quarter. James against Smith. The shot by James, no good. Houston leading by 18. And here's Shepherd for three. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Now here's Kennard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Thompson with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Let's hear it for the most legendary dance team on the planet, your
Houston making some changes. Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. And Eason subbed in for Shepherd. .43 seconds left in the third. Outside Durant to the right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 11 points in the quarter.
You know, the defense is all over Durant inside, but, you know, his length and agility and high release point allow him to still make it happen.
Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
The first one falls.
And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. And tonight it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Phoenix Suns. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And a chance here to check out some stats for Devin Booker.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Brooks plays the 4 with Williams stepping in at the 5. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Green, and it's Gillespie in at the 1. And for the Thunder, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And as the season wraps up, Tim, for players that might be on the move this summer, there's got to be, I would assume, a bittersweet feeling about that.
There's no doubt you head into the offseason at times, Kevin. You have a pretty good idea if you're going to be back or not, but for some guys, there's a very good chance you're going to end up in a different situation. The only constant in this league is change, so you better appreciate every stop as you go.
You're right on the money with that one. Booker, no good. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. And a record-setting season continues for him. Now up over 30 road wins.
And well, you're talking maybe only 15 times in the history of the NBA has a team cleared 30 road wins in a single season. And in that group, a lot of teams that went on to win the championship. I think a lot of people would say this team is the favorite to go all the way.
Oh, man, and the defense now sees SGA taking flight. It's just too much.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. With 3, Booker, the Thunder pull it in, and these guys are winning games by at least 11 points per game. I mean, they're beating up on teams in historic fashion.
And these guys are bringing back memories of that monumental season the 71-72 Lakers had at just over 12 points. These guys are nipping at their heels.
Here's Gillespie. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Yeah, and I'm not sure contact is really the way to slow Hartenstein down inside. He actually invites it.
Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves and the timing too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
Brooks with no one around. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far. And the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And the dunk by SGA.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Suns.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed it.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Jalen Williams is the all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daigneault said, You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything. Back to you guys.
All purpose. Thank you, Allie. Now Holmgren. After Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go, Holmgren gets the bucket.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. McCain's checked in for Dort. The Suns making a change here. And they double up Allen. O'Neal with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Allen. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
Well, there wasn't a lot of space in there, but Grayson Allen took advantage of that opportunity inside.
And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
And he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. And Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
Here's Booker, following the score by Oklahoma City.
Well, he is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
Shots good by Williams.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Suns trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's McCain. Scoreless thus far. The shot's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And so Green will bring it up for the Suns. And Green slams it in.
And almost any time he wants, Green can put the ball on the floor and make a play.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. Here's Williams. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Green. O'Neal outside. No good from outside. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 15. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in and scoring opportunities.
On the court for the Suns, we've got Allen. He's out there with Goodwin. And it's O'Neal in at the four-man position. 5 on the clock. Williams kicks to Holmgren. Sinks the three-pointer. Holmgren's got 7 points in the game.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Kicks it out to Allen. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Ball is down low. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. And the Thunder lead by 16.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Wallace. Jared McCain's checked in for Isaiah